what is the difference between envy and jealousy? I feel like they're quite often mixed. I think jealousy is the fear that comes when you think someone is going to take what you have or the opportunity that you're going to have, and envy is just wanting what someone else has. There's quite the difference. It's like you'd be jealous of a romantic partner because of the attention they got from someone else. That might lead to your relationship going out the window and them going with them. So that's jealousy, whereas envy is just they have something, you want it, and this leads to envy. And envy tends to be quite destructive. A lot of terrible things that humans do stem from envy because another person has more success than them, or they're more attractive than them, or whatever. And it comes from ego. And it does take humility to admit that you're envious, but it's also not very socially acceptable to admit you're envious because it's viewed very negatively, which is why it often comes out in subtle ways, whereas it's undermining someone for a promotion or a reference or whatever, or it's just not being friends with them or bad-mouthing about them. And I feel like in today's world, envy has just been thrust upon us. You've got things like LinkedIn and Instagram, which I basically think are comparison and envy machines, because everything is about people's achievements and what they're doing well, and it's not about the tons of uncertainty that they face every single day and their thoughts and how they're scared of writing or sending these posts and whatever. No one posts about the time they got sick on holiday, only the time that they had in the pool, which was great, even if they vomited straight after. That's what people post. And envy is a scary proposition, but it can also be useful. It can tell you a few things. Number one, it can tell you what you actually want, because it's often a good indicator that you want the thing, because you don't want to be the other person entirely. You don't want to have their life. You might think you do. It's like everyone wants to be Elon Musk, but Elon Musk said in an interview once that no one wants to be him. His mind is a storm. And everyone wants the life of all the successful people, but then are they willing to sacrifice what it takes to get there? The answer is probably no, but it doesn't really help when you're extremely envious of someone to imagine like that. So I think, what do you want and how can you achieve that? Because the world is not zero sum. It's very easy to think that if someone has something, they're taking it away from you, and maybe that direct opportunity they're taking it from you, but there are so many more opportunities that you can take yourself. And the other is what you actually think about the person. If someone comes up to you and tells you about their great achievement, if you're envious of it, it might be telling you that you don't really like the other person, or there's something about them that's bothering you. It's not always the case, especially if the opportunity they have is exactly what you want. If you're in competition with them, it doesn't mean you hate them as a person, it just means you want what they have. But often, as well, if someone tells you something completely unrelated to you, but you feel like a sense of you pretend to be happy for them, but you're not actually happy for them, that probably tells you a lot about how you feel about the person. And it's quite a thing to say, especially, and often it's easy to deny and say, oh, I don't hate that person. And you probably don't, but there's probably something that irks you about them that makes you unhappy to see them doing well. And that doesn't sound very happy and nice, but if you think about it, I feel like it's more true than you might realise.